In start we see Mr. Smith. He then notices a pregnant woman just passing by him. She looks ready to give birth at any moment. Then after a minute, a speeding car arrives. They are thugs and immediately chase after the pregnant woman. Next, we find this woman is holding a pistol. She uses it and attempts to fire the man who is chasing her. Then she discovers that this pistol has no ammunition. Then this man begins to advance, intending to murder her. Just before Smith arrives and shoves his carrot directly into this man's throat, the carrot which pokes from behind his skull. And just like that, he is dead. Then Smith grabs his pistol and speaks briefly to the woman. We then see that the count of thugs is growing. They are boxing them in from every direction. Then Smith also pulls his pistol and readies himself. They attack and advance, and he handles all their business one after another. Then the woman's labor contractions start, and Smith understands he must deliver her baby. Then this woman is going to give birth. This is why he assists. At the same time, anyone who appears before him, he also finishes. Then the woman's baby is born. Then Smith grabs the infant, along with this new mother, and begins to escape from this place. Then we find that the leader of all these thugs is here. His name is Carl Hertz. Then Smith sets this woman down, and her baby as well, and begins providing cover. Smith understands that until he doesn't kill every one of these people, he is unable to take this woman and leave from here. This is why he is gradually advancing. Then Carl appears before him, and here Carl attempts to harm Smith. Before this, Smith grabs his firearm and attempts to fire. Then Smith sees that the firearm that Carl carries, it functions with a thumbprint. This is why nobody can fire it except for the registered owner of the firearm. Then Smith begins to escape from this place once more. While escaping, he scoops up that woman again and begins to move upward, but men are still firing at him. Then in the midst of the chaos, Smith sees that this woman has been struck in the head, and she has been dead for quite some time. But this baby is still breathing. Then Smith starts to run away with the infant and makes it to the rooftop while running. But men are still chasing him. The moment this thug gets to him, Smith attacks him. After neutralizing him, he grabs all his gear. Now Smith must get to another roof regardless. This is why he leaps. Then he smashes the window of the adjacent building and enters. Then Carl arrives there. Carl is extremely furious. As he gets downstairs, he throws the woman's corpse in his vehicle and begins to strike his henchmen, that they bungled everything. Some nobody appeared, and he spoiled the entire operation. Then we spot Smith emerging from this spot. Then he notices that a person is trailing him. Then he ducks inside a structure, into a washroom, but that person is right there. He steps out of the washroom and waits with his firearm. Then he yells and states, "If you give the baby to me, then I will let you go." But Smith refuses to bargain with anyone. Then this person enters. They both begin to shoot at one another. But Smith chooses to spare this person, grabs the baby and goes. Then we spot Carl, whom a man phones and informs where Smith is. Then Carl also redirects his vehicle. He must eliminate Smith at all costs. Then we spot Smith inside a park. There are many people in the park. This is why Smith sets the baby down beside a swing, so that a kind person finds this baby and raises it. Then a woman begins walking toward the baby. But before she reaches the baby, she is shot. The instant Smith sees this, he realizes that the following shot is aimed for the baby. This is why he shoots the swing, so that the swing chair keeps moving, and nobody can get a clear shot at it. We understand that Carl was who shot the woman. He plans to shoot the baby. He is presently firing at the baby, but his aim is just off. By this time, Smith gets to the baby, and again grabs the baby and flees. And while fleeing, he gets to a pharmacy. There he finds a woman known as Donna. Smith had always visited her. Smith hands Donna $5,000 and asks, "Keep this baby with you. It needs a mother." Then Donna declines and replies, "I do not trust you. You probably took that infant. Me cannot help you with this evil deed." Then we spot Carl. He is here to inter that lady's mother. Then it dawns on him the infant is quite tiny. He must have his mother's milk, so he orders the entire city to locate it. Then they quickly get info regarding Donna, and Carl gets to her. He aims a weapon at her and states that a person must have arrived with a baby. "Show me where he is." Then Donna will not say a word. Then they begin abusing her. Then Donna admits that, "Yes, he arrived, but I declined to take his baby." Then he departed, but Carl still is not convinced. He feels Donna is concealing things from him. Then he begins abusing her again. But just before he kills Donna, Smith appears, and the two aim weapons at one another. But Smith realizes that Carl's firearm is completely empty. Then he drags Carl outside. Then Carl notices that Smith has finished all his thugs. Then he enters. None of his thugs are living. Then he spots that Smith is holding a firearm from one of his crew. But he cannot comprehend. How is he firing a weapon lacking a thumbprint? Then Smith reveals that he had severed his thug's hand. But now Carl plots something. Just before, Smith fires at him wildly, and Carl drops to the floor. Then Smith turns to Donna and says that they might come for you anytime. Now your life is in peril, so you must now leave with me. Then Donna also departs with Smith. On the road, Donna asks that, can we not utilize the assistance of the police? Then Smith says no. He explains the entire situation to Donna, that this infant is extremely special. The worst thugs in the city are after him, and the entire system is in their pocket. Then we spot Carl. He is still breathing. He had on a bulletproof vest. That is how he was spared from Smith's rounds. Then Smith notices that a man is driving very erratically, which is giving him trouble, and he is strolling on the street. Then Smith gives that driver a lesson, and hijacks his vehicle, and drives to a gun store. He steps inside and checks out all types of firearms. But when the clerk reveals, what is the price of these weapons? Then Smith admits that he just has $20. The moment Donna hears this, she becomes upset, and says that you deceived me that you had cash. Then she storms off. Then after a moment, Smith also trails her. He searches for Donna all over, but he cannot locate her. Then he spots that Donna is soliciting a man on the street. Then Smith begins hitting that man, and asks Donna, what are you doing? Then she explains that, I required cash. For this baby, I must purchase a bulletproof vest. And she does exactly that. She fits the vest onto the baby. Then Smith leads them both to his apartment. Then we spot Carl, who is hunting for them everywhere. Then he spots a vehicle outside of a gun store. Its window is shattered. Then he deduces that Smith must have arrived in this vehicle. And if the vehicle is here, then Smith must have left from here. He has to be in a close building. Then they begin sweeping all the buildings. And eventually Carl locates the building in which Smith is. Then we spot Smith, who is placing the diaper on the infant. At the same moment, he gives the name to the infant, Oliver. Then he switches on the TV, so that he can get info about Oliver's mother. But there is no report about Oliver's mother. Meanwhile, Oliver is weeping. But anytime metal music is on TV, then he grows silent. From this, Smith deduces that he has a link with metal music, meaning his mother used to be employed someplace in a club, where loud metal music was always playing. Then their discussion is happening. Then Carl's thugs strike here. The instant Smith spots them, he sends Donna down the dumbwaiter. But he cannot send Oliver. Still, he grabs the firearm, and begins eliminating everyone one by one. Anyone who appears before him, Smith kills him. But Smith knows that he must get downstairs. But there are thugs on the stairs everywhere. Then he uses his head. He grabs a cable and descends to the main floor while shooting, where he also finds Donna. Then they start fleeing. Meanwhile, Smith notices that Carl has brought a canine here, who can smell and locate Oliver. Then Smith distracts that canine. He tosses Oliver's diaper in the trash can. Then the dog goes and fixates there, and everyone goes to the trash can. And Smith exploits this moment, grabs Donna and leaves. Now their goal is that they will check every club where metal music blares. Meanwhile, they spot a club. Outside the club, there is a lot of formula for the babies. As Smith notices this, he understands that it has a connection with this club. Then they enter and interrogate a man, and ask about the infants. Then he states that, I don't know much. There is a leased room above this club. Some folks keep coming and going there. Then they both start heading upstairs. The moment Smith gets up, he spots the same suit man in that room. Then they return and hide. After a minute, as soon as that man exits, Smith goes to that room. The instant he opens the refrigerator, he sees a lot of sperm samples. And there is also a woman's corpse here. Then Smith realizes everything. There is a man who has gathered all his sperm here. And with those same sperm, they make women pregnant. When the baby is born, then his test is done. Because the man who is running all this, he requires a bone marrow transplant. So if the infant is of his blood type, then only the bone marrow can be transplanted. But there are some folks here who do not want that man to receive a bone marrow. That's how they are murdering every infant, like Carl. He does not want that man to receive a bone marrow. That's how he is after the life of this infant. And whoever this man is, he is very powerful. His connections are very deep. Now Smith grows very concerned. He takes Donna and the infant to a hotel and says that now you must hide and must remain here. I have reached the FBI and the news channel people. As this story spreads everywhere, the right people will come to save us. But in the interim, they are assaulted again. But Smith breaks everyone's face and replies. Then after killing everyone, he spots a firearm. But he is stunned to see this weapon. This firearm is going to be released on the market after 6 months. Yet these people are firing it. Then Smith realizes that the owner of this weapon, he has met these folks somewhere. Then he takes Donna and goes to a museum, where a tank is displayed. He tells Donna to take Oliver and get inside the tank. This is bulletproof. No matter what occurs out here, nothing will happen to those who stay in this tank. I will get you out of here soon. Then Smith realizes these are same thugs who have killed his family. Then Donna also climbs inside, and Smith arrives at the Hammerson factory. But as soon as he gets inside, he spots Carl. Carl is speaking with Hammerson. He explains that we were going to kill that infant, but a man named Smith got between us. I have researched him. Everyone says that he used to be in the military. He is an expert with weapons. Then Hammerson says that, I do not want to hear all this. Kill that infant somehow. Because if that man receives the bone marrow of that infant, and he is alive until the election of the president, then he will end all our business. And I will not accept this gamble. Next we find Smith. He realizes that trouble is definitely starting in this place. Next he begins placing weapons all around, and ties a cord onto the trigger of the firearm. This way, the instant he yanks the cords, rounds begin flying everywhere. But Carl figures out that Smith has arrived. Then every one of these men start firing at him wildly. Then Carl shouts in the middle, I know all about you. How your wife and children perished, I even know that. And when that gunfight in that eatery, I also know that. Then upon hearing these words, Smith becomes enraged. Then he tugs the cords everywhere. And the moment he looks, he eliminates all the men of Hammerson. But now Smith needs to escape from there. But now Carl is extremely mad. Smith one more time beat him and escape. Then Smith finds Donna and tells her that Hammerson is connected. They were discussing about a candidate for president. I could not grasp the full picture. Then he spots the newspaper down there. In it, it is stated that the senator is running in the election. If he becomes president, then first of all, he will halt the arms trade. Now, the instant Smith digests this report, he grasps everything. The senator himself requires a bone marrow, and Hammerson does not wish him to remain living. Otherwise, he is going to stop his enterprise. Smith knows that these are all very powerful people. They can do whatever. Then he tells Donna to get Oliver far from the city. Otherwise, these folks can do anything. Then these people begin departing. But on the route, Carl's men assault them once more. This assault is so swift that Smith and Donna separate. But Oliver is still with Smith. Then Smith leaps down off a bridge, holding Oliver, and lands inside the vehicle, and takes him fleeing. Then this vehicle comes and strikes him, and Oliver tumbles down. Then Smith spins his vehicle, and goes to grab Oliver, but he is unable to grab him. Then he concludes that he must kill Carl's men first. Then he leaps from the speeding vehicle, and neutralizes everyone one by one. Then Carl's gaze lands on Oliver. He accelerates his vehicle and runs him over. But after running him over, he realizes that it is not Oliver. This was only a distraction, and Smith has tricked him once more. Then we see Donna, who returns to the tank. Oliver was inside the tank. On the other hand, Smith attempts to reach the senator, and informs him that the infant is with me. If the senator desires that infant, then tell him to see me. Then these people summon Smith to an airplane, from which the senator is ready to depart. Then Smith gets to the senator. The senator informs Smith that, I need the infant's bone marrow. I have cancer. If I do not get bone marrow, then I will be dead very soon. Then Smith glances at the senator's shoes. He notices dog hair on his shoes. And this dog is not of anyone else, but of Hammerson. Smith realizes that the senator has allied with him. Then he grows angry, and makes the senator a hostage. Then Hammerson and Carl also arrive here. Carl informs Smith that, our deal has been struck. We will fetch the senator and give him the infant, and in exchange, even after becoming the senator president, he will not end our enterprise. But that infant will need to die regardless. Then Smith does not approve this. He takes the senator to the cargo bay, and straps him to the door. Then he informs the senator that you have vowed to the entire population that if you survive, then you will end that enterprise. That is why it's better for you to perish. After your demise, the next president will carry that legacy. And after stating so much, he executes the senator. Then he grabs the parachute and leaps from the plane. But there are some thugs after him, who want to murder him. Then Smith begins shooting everyone's parachute one by one. And this aerial battle continues for a long time. But in the chaos, when Smith lands, then he gets very badly hurt, and after a minute he loses consciousness. Then after some time, as soon as his eyes open, he sees Carl in front of him. Now Carl has aimed a weapon at him. Then Carl drags him and brings him, goes to Hammerson. Then these men begin abusing him. And Carl explains that we have circulated false stories to cover the senator's demise. We destroyed that aircraft so that all this stays hidden. But you and Donna have learned more than needed. So tell me, where's Donna? You will perish, along with them. But Smith does not tell them a thing. Then Carl shatters all his fingers. But Smith does not open his mouth. Then on the other side we spot Donna, who has boarded a bus with Oliver, so that she escapes the city. Then Carl grabs a razor, so that he can slice Smith's eye. Before that, Smith shoves him, and begins battling all the men. Here bullets are shot all around, and Hammerson comes in the path of these bullets, and the rest of Carl's men are killed. Then Smith grabs a firearm to kill Carl, but all his fingers are shattered. That is why he cannot pull the trigger, and Carl smirks at this. Then Smith begins to flee. He flees and goes to the next room of the house, but Carl is tailing him. Then Smith pulls out rounds from his weapon, and wedges them in his fingers, and places his elbow in front of the flames. Then Carl stands opposite him. He is laughing. He feels that Smith cannot hurt him. But as soon as the rounds are hot, they shoot straight into Carl's body. Then he drops down. But after a minute, Carl rises up again, and grabs his firearm to shoot Smith. Then Smith also grabs his firearm. Both are wounded. Both are trying their hardest to pull the trigger. But in the finish, Smith manages. He fires and Carl perishes. Smith eliminated everyone. All the men who were after that child. Now Smith can go to Donna and the child. Then he boards a bus. With Smith, there is also a canine. After traveling for a long time, they arrive at an ice cream parlor. Then we spot Donna, and we learn that Donna began working here. She is very joyful to see Smith. Then some robbers enter here, who shoot at everyone. The instant Smith sees them, he gets annoyed. He snatches their weapon, and jams a carrot in its trigger, because Smith's fingers are shattered. Then he fires to teach these robbers a lesson. And with this, the movie concludes.